Hello everybody. I hope everybody had a great holiday. You know, in the US it was 4th of July or Independence Day, so fireworks and barbecues and whatever else we did. Pretty calm here. We did a foil pouch so that we didn't have to be out there turning and all of that, and then we just went and parked where we could see the kind of the city, and we looked at all the fireworks. It was nice. I am filming this on Friday for Saturday morning. But what I wanted to do is I did a video earlier today with a stamp that was still on the platform. What did I do with it? Here it is, right in front of me. And I like this stamp so much, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do another one of it. But I'm gonna color it, and I'm then I'm gonna put it in my journal. And I'm gonna do pencils, because I haven't colored with pencils in a long time. And these are not watercolor, these are the regular pencils. And I wanted to show you, because I'm gonna be using Gamsol to blend them. But I wanted to show you, you don't have to use Gamsol. This is the Spectrum Noir Color Blend. And let me see. Let's do some blue. Let's do a darker blue. This looks a little darker. And I don't see a purple. There's a purple. Because I love blue and purple together. If you don't know that about me, I haven't done that a lot lately, but so what I do when I want to blend them and I don't have the Gamsol is I take and I'll start like pretty good right here with the blue, right? I get it pretty good, and then I start making the blue and leaving more white, right? And then with the purple I come and basically do the same thing. It's pretty good here. This really isn't purple, it's kind of more violet. And then I go in, and then I start going into the other color. And so now I'm gonna bring the blue, and this blue is kind of pointy in one spot, and then I'll start taking the blue into the purple, and then I'll come back with the purple, and I'll bring it into the blue. And I'm just doing this real quick, so it's not turning out the best, but it does start to work where the colors will mix together. It's not working great here, but it is, believe it or not, making a different color. I don't know if you can see that on the phone, but it's layering and layering and layering and doing, and I tell you what, it looks really good on like, oh, mermaid tails and stuff like that. It can look very pretty. See that color in the middle, and then you just get a blend out of it. So it eventually becomes less purple and less blue. Now, the reason this works, and I've done videos on this before, and I love the process. I just haven't done it in a long time. Even it feels smooth, right? You think paper's like that, but it's not. Paper has what would you call it? A texture, but paper kind of is like this, and then there's a dip, and then straight, and a dip, and straight, a dip. And that's the way it goes. So when you put the pink, then you get little dots of the pink. And then if you come in with the blue, then you get little dots of the blue. And you go back over with the pink, and you get little dots. Then you come back with the blue. But eventually your little dots are gonna fill up. And once it's filled up, it's not gonna blend anymore. That's it. It's not gonna take color. it does, I don't know if you can see it on here. See that shiny spot? There's a word for that. Just can't remember what that word is. That means the paper is filled. That's the wax from the pencil. So if I come in like this, you are not going to see any shine on there. But if I come in like this, I am filling that whole thing in. And so it gets that shimmer. See? Or now if I come in with the blue, oh, it's still mixing a little bit, but it will fill up, and then it's not turning anymore. It's gonna stay that way. So the blue is gonna cover up the purple, or the purple, see how it's not taking any more of the purple, it's just staying the blue. It's gonna take that darker color and that's it. You're not, that's why you have to build it slowly. You build it slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Build it, build it, build it. Build it, build it. Build it, build it. Build it. See how that pink overtook that blue, but I'll come back in with the blue. Now there's gonna be more blue. I should still be able to get pink in there, or purple or violet or whatever it is. And it will keep layering and changing as long as there's room. But as soon as there's no more room, it starts to take on that shimmer, that shine. That means that they're full. Now this is not as shiny as this, and that's because there's still a little bit of room there. But look at the difference in the colors. Now, I don't know what you see there on the camera, but to me, this has a more of a true purple look, or this is more of a blue. And you can kind of see pink underneath it, but this is more purple looking. Okay. With the Gamsol though, if we do purple and blue, and then I'm gonna get a paper stump, and this is a set I got from Crafter's Companion, and it had all this stuff in it, this sharpener and this little eraser, and this is for this is how you get rid of, when you need to clean this, you sand this down. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is dip this in the Gamsol. Now some people do just a little bit, some will use a lot. It's really gonna depend on you. But you can see, I shouldn't be doing this in the Gamsol container. It's not really making the other color. I didn't do it right. It also takes and gets rid of the lines. What this Gamsol does is melt, using a chemical reaction, the wax. So what I would say to you is, you don't want to use a chemical. See how now that has turned different. If you don't want to use a chemical, got to get rid of all that. Oh boy, that was... This has a protective sheet over the sandpaper. See, now I'm just gonna sandpaper that off. I don't like doing it when it's wet like this, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so I guess what I'm saying is you don't have to use the chemical if you don't want to use the chemical. And so when I do pencils, I like to do highlight and shade. I like to start it where I want the highlights, the shading, and then I bring it down. So you'll see, because I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do what I did with the other one, and I'm gonna put the paper down, and then with with tape to hold it, because the magnets will be too thick. The paper is small. I could have used a bigger paper and done it that way, but the stamp, okay. I'm gonna kind of bring it to the side here. I don't want it centered on my, but I do want it to cover the whole thing. Okay. I don't know which ink is best to use, to be honest with this. I know that's wrong. I should, before I come tell you, I should know which one to use. But I don't know. So, I know I don't want to use water reactive, because water reactive is going to react, I think, I could be wrong, to any liquid. I think that's the thing with water reactive. Oh, these are all like water reactive. This shouldn't be. Let's see which one this is. Quick dry. We can try the quick dry. This is smoked emerald, so it's kind of a green color. We're gonna use it. I like quick dry. I feel like the quick dry gives me a really good sharp stamp. I could be wrong, but for me, that's what I feel like. And I was using the quick dry for everything there for a while, because it just kind of feels like you can just go in and do whatever on it. So here, let me get this. Oh, it's still here. All right, there we go. I'm happy with that, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna take the tape off. And that'll come over here. So really, probably won't need to use this until the end. I'm gonna come in with some greens and just decide where I'm gonna want it darker. It's gonna be around here. Oh, up under the other leaves. Up under the other leaves. That's where I know for sure I want darker. So that's where I'm gonna put my color. Oh, I didn't realize this was going to be so much. I should have realized a lot of leaf here. I'm not even being all that careful with it. I'm just coming in and putting it on. Now, if you want to be careful, then you can. I know I got to do this video and I got to get the video done. But normally I'm taking my time a little better. So wherever there's another leaf over it is where I'm putting my color. And a lot of people don't want to use pencil. They want to use the watercolor and get the watercolor look. But sometimes you want it to be different than that. You want it to be a little neater looking or some, you know. Okay, over here. You'll see this actually will go pretty quick once I get that Gamsol going. The air came on, thank goodness. It's so hot here, y'all. It's been like, gosh, I think yesterday was like 111, and we're supposed to keep getting hotter, I think. Yeah. Okay, so you can wait, and you can do, your trunk also, and then come in and do the Gamsol. I'm going to go ahead and do Gamsol now, just so you see. See, a lot of times I'll take and I'll pour it in another container. Not a lot of times, usually that's what I do. Okay, now I'm just going to take and spread it, and that's going to smooth it out and spread the color. See what a difference it's making? No. It does dry pretty quickly, and I'm going to come in and give a little bit of color to these leaves, but these leaves, in the way I have it stamped right here, are getting the sun shining right on them, so they're not going to be dark or shaded looking. So I'm just taking residual color that I'm getting off these other leaves and bringing it in to these here. It's not really carrying a lot, is it? I had too much Gamsol that time. I'm not one that uses a lot of Gamsol. When I learned, the videos that I watched, and honestly, I don't even remember who it was anymore, but they said, you know, use a little bit of Gamsol. And then I started seeing other people, and they use a lot, and they'll say, get it nice and wet But like I said, for me, the person that I watched was like, you don't want to get it too wet. So I'm just gonna color it. So anyways, about the temperatures, it's supposed to just get hotter even for a few days now. So we are gonna be scorching. It's gonna be real hot. So I'm just pulling that color, getting it around. Moving it, smoothing it also. See, what a difference. We got lightness, darkness, and let me get some of these leaves that didn't have any color on them and get some color going on them. Just a little bit. Smooth some more of them out a little bit better. And there we go. Okay. Isn't that amazing? For just scribbling it down. I mean, I'm gonna cover it. I don't want to spill it. Now I need to get some brown in here. And I'm gonna use a couple of browns, I think. I'm gonna use this brown and this brown. And I'm gonna come in and I'm just getting it. This brown more in the branches. Where I want it darker, I think. And bringing it in. I guess that's part of a branch, yeah. And then I'm going to bring in some of this brown. Well, they look pretty close. I thought I was going to do different browns, but maybe not. They look a lot alike. Okay. So now back with my thing, my stump, paper stump, and Gamsol, and I'm gonna dump it in and spread the color. I'm gonna put too much color on this tree. Okay, I want to get them pencil marks out. I do want it to look like texture on the tree, but I don't want it to look like a pencil mark. More Gamsol and spread it out. I didn't do so great with the tree trunk. But I do want to come in now, and I'm just going to do these insides dark and probably not even come in with the Gamsol on it. This I will. The door. Gamsol on the door. Okay. This is just to smooth it out. And a little bit coming off the steps. All right. Now I have the rope. I'm gonna do gray. I'm not gonna worry about the Gamsol on the rope. Can't even see that gray. Here's a darker gray. See how I had gone kind of heavy-handed with that gray, so this one's not taken real well. But there we go. A little gray in the tree might look good. I'm gonna do some color. I'm gonna do some blue. So I'm gonna do the blue down here on the bottom part, where I think it's gonna be heavier, and then come and spread it. There we go. Now the only thing really left is all this lawn and stuff, so I don't remember which green I used. Let's try this. I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna go through here. Okay, back with the Gamsol. And I'm just gonna pull the color through and have dark spots and light spots, and I don't need to worry about doing the shading, I've basically already done that just by using this. See how it takes that pencil mark away? Okay, and then I'm going to come in with that other green for these plants. What do you think about that? Looks pretty good, I think. That's it, that's all it takes. And I'm gonna do Lori. Okay. Just, I normally wouldn't, but you're supposed to, so. And I'm gonna trim it here. And I don't really want to trim that off. I like the way that fades to white. Like that right there. That's how easy it is. Again, so I think I got mine on Amazon. And then of course this set. I don't even know if they still have this set. It's been a while since I got it. So, and the quick dries didn't smear, so that's good too. All right, everybody. If you like my video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you join me again. Bye-bye now.